Video game music samples. The video where I dare to dream that one day Rihanna will sample Undertale. This video was brought to you by... You guys! Yeah, you guys left me so many suggestions for last time that I thought, well, let's just talk about them. You did all this work, may as well get all the references and edit them all into one very hard to research video.
I'm tired.
Forget it! Why do I work so hard? We're gonna do the easiest layup video ever.
Mario Kart Wii!
Mario Kart Wii released in April 2008. It was the first Mario Kart game with motion control. It created Baby Daisy. Other features it included were motorcycles, online, and Mii's. And they weren't just racers, you could see them on some of the maps. Here they are on the walls and the cars and... Wait a minute. That sounds super familiar, like... Are you kidding me? Really? I died and went to heaven when I first heard this. How could you just sample coconut malt? Wait a minute. Is this a little bit of gaster brain going on? Am I getting gastered here?
So I did a little bit of research. I looked at forums and Reddit. And the prevailing idea is this seems to be a common rhythm of classical Brazilian music. Namely...
But yeah, it resembles this song very accurately, so maybe that puts to bed the whole coconut malt thing.
Hold on, let me, What the fuck?
Perhaps it's a coincidence, or Aurora was one of those people with a golden steering wheel online. Video game music samples. Like frogs, they come in many forms. Some can camouflage themselves so they're indistinguishable. Some offer a small, beautiful pattern, and others... Take Game Over by Toby Lou. This really feels like the Mario 2's Doki Doki Panic of this topic. There's also repurposing a song, like in Loop Fiasco's In. Taking the Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer theme. Never did I think I would be hearing an E3 trailer being a sample of a song. Xbox. Perhaps next we can expect Drake to take this Ratatouille commercial.
The special of the day.
Whoa, she love me so much, it seems like she buys.
And then there are the Zelda Torch puzzle kind of contenders.
Perfect. My flow increase, my dough increase, you know.
Fight.
Listen. Hey, listen.
One thing that happens a lot though when you open your ears to hearing samples is sometimes mistakenly hearing melodies and then assuming they're irrefutable eurekas. This is a vibe check. If you understand this, you and I are both Take, for example. Billy Joe's got a DS Lite? It's common you can run into songs where only a few notes will sort of sound like something from a game.
We've talked about this in reverse with games that seem to take...
But the big question is, what was that green powder on my breath? How can you tell? At best, it's a coincidence, and at worst, yeah, they did take it, but how are we ever gonna prove that? Then you just have this undead melody that is neither stolen nor original. Alive and dead. Wait a minute, that's not a Mario mushroom.
This is what I'm talking about. Plants vs. Zombies. This is one of my favorite tower defense games, only just due to its charm. So basically, if you've never heard of it, you've gotta defend your lawn with plants, the good guys, from an encroaching army of zombies. The
bad guy.
Duh.
So, not a sample, but a compositional choice that seems to have taken the instrumentation and the bass line and sort of was inspired by it. But how can I possibly know that? That doesn't seem like I could possibly... Wait, what is this? What are we watching?
You know what it literally is? It's not at all the same melodies, but it's literally Plants vs. Zombies.
Though I'm not sure this is them saying definitely they took from Plants vs. Zombies, or it's more like, yo, it sounds like the fucking plant game. But it serves to teach us that surprising connections can occur in the most unlikely areas.
Yeah, actually, the last decade had a lot of weird duos. You know what I'm talking about? Like Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z, Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg, Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar.
When I think of Kendrick, I'm going like,
You feel me? We gon' be alright.
or maybe,
That's just how I feel.
or even,
And Lord knows she's beautiful. Lord knows the usual's leaving the body sore.
now, this one is cited as coming from the
Alan Parsons Project.
but similarly, anyways, I'm done. Editing videos is really tiring. I can also hear these aren't even real samples. Like, the pressure is too much. I just need to, like, zone out for a sec. I haven't played Minecraft in a while, and something about starting fresh like I'm playing on my mom's iMac, it just feels so right. Anyways, let's get started, and let's see what we got here. Wall house? Wall house? Wall house. Alright, but it's not complete without a few homey touches. That sound is just so... Yeah, I feel safe when I can... Yeah, I love that, I love that. I really feel like I've heard it from...
I don't really care if you cry.
EXO Tour Life, produced by TM88. The song is not unpopular. Like, I've known this song for years and just discovered this. Extremely bold of you to take a sound effect from a game that's been released on over 10 platforms, and I can't believe that not everybody knows this. Now, that could be because it's heavily filtered through reverb, a crunch suspender, a woofy doohickey, and I don't expect the layman to understand that. You really need to hear the original again to compare it.
No, I get it. You're like, when's the jokes end?
How they turned one of the worst dungeon loops from this game into an actually bearable beat is honestly impressive. It serves to remind us that one man's trash is another man's trash. I guess even this could qualify as mumble rap. Rap loves to do this with some of the most innocuous gaming songs. Like, seriously, who's thinking about the Metroid Prime's Frigate theme? Yeah, I know, what the frig? I would never have expected this to be used in a rap song, but here we are. These are my favorite, when they catch you off guard. You're having songs on shuffle, you're in the middle of a jog, and then all of a sudden...
Hurry, Papa!
One such experience for me recently was when my friend got me into Deep House. Gotta say, recommend this if you want to listen to something while you're working that isn't too destructive. There is no way this guy just put Mario having a heat stroke in this song. How'd you do that? And later, it's one of these. How'd you do that?
I mean, sampling Mario can't be that common. I mean, if you had to take a shot every time a Mario-related vocal sample was used in a song, then...
Windows 98, remember those days, my journey not that.
Someone lost their grandson. Thank God that I'm straight. No wonder my mom prayed.
And Logic. This guy is a certified dweeb.
Logic's the kind of guy who'd get mad at Persona players for not playing Shin Megami Tensei.
I promise you, I'm not trying to bring this up. It just keeps happening. I'm not trying.
Same year I bought a crib too.
But there is also
Yeah. Bitches be pressed for paper.
this song from Chrono Trigger. I gotta say, when I think about the SNES and the sounds it could churn out, I think of this game. Nothing really remarks how strongly it could convey emotions like, oh, you used it as well? I mean, that's cool. I guess that's just a testament to how good this game is and the song. No fucking way, are you? That's a little bit ridiculous that 3 separate songs use the same. Are you kidding? Oh my god, okay, we get it! Yeah, Wiz Khalifa, as we've seen, is a nerd. I'm willing to bet he walks around the house like this. Anyways, he has a few more here. They're not exactly subtle. And I mean, like...
Hotel room, marijuana in it. Chevy watching the game.
And hey, do you know that one Sonic song? How does it go again?
Hey, now I can say my name, but say my name.
Oh, you're just gonna... Oh, cool! That's so cool! Yeah, this isn't as robust as Thundercat, but it has a certain charm to it. You know, if I saw any of this stuff when I was in high school, it would have really hyped me up. The most we had back then were shitty shirts from Blue Notes. So it's cool to see that gaming has transformed from this nerdy thing to something that's more nostalgic, reminding people of early tech and simpler times. That's the feel I get from Frank Ocean. The entire album opens up with a PS1 startup sound. You know, speaking of rappers, we actually have another one here. From Eminem.
Wait, I'm white!
Hellbound samples Soul Calibur from the Dreamcast. Man, radio level artists. This is incredible. I'd really love it if we had more of these in pop music.
Wait, there's this one by the Chainsmokers. This is really cool because they really take me back to a time when I was in like university where a lot of these songs were playing on the radio.
While I recover from this flashbang, how about we do a lightning round? Janet Jackson, China Love, The Legend of Mana. We're back to Burial with Endorphin. Except this time, he samples Silent Hill 3's Then we have Throw Them Thangs and the Golden Eye Watch theme. "21 Savage, Ain't On None, and the COD Zombies theme. Lastly, Bald by JPEG Mafia. Using Ridge Racer. You know, this one's actually kind of cool because if you scroll to the YouTube comments, the original composer is commending the song. Crazy. Imagine Koji Kondo comes up on your song like, damn, that shit's heat.
I guess the natural question is, when can these border on theft? Like, for example, the song Sanctuary by French Montana samples very obviously.
And in a popular example by Nelly Furtado, produced by A Pair of Shoes.
Because definitely that's a little too close for comfort. And this sort of reminds me of the last topic I talked about music, where we talked about video games that stole their music. And that seems to be more common than the reverse. Like, for example, I think, and I might be the only one that hears this, that Fleetwood Mac's sounds an awfully lot like Jury's still out on that one, and honestly, I don't think Toby Fox is someone to do that. It's not like he's done stuff like that before, and honestly, he's been a very reputable artist in the past, and you're overlaying it on my face right now, aren't you?